Okay, so this is where the bottom cymbal on your hi-hat stand rests. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this stuff off. Now if you look right here, there's a little screw. And what this screw does is that it allows the bottom cymbal to tilt. And you'll see how that works in a second. So here you put your washer, and then you put your felt, and then you get your bottom hi-hat. And you know it's your bottom hi-hat because they print the logo on the underside of the cymbal. Okay? On a lot of cymbals anyway. Okay, so now let's check out the screw. If I tighten this, it creates an angle here on the bottom cymbal. If I loosen it, it makes it more flat. I'll explain why that's important in a second. Okay, now let's talk about this piece. This piece is called the clutch. Everybody has a hard time remembering how to put this together. A lot of times when you play, the clutch sits this way. This bottom piece will come loose, and it'll drop on the bottom cymbal, and then everything falls apart. And students all the time are asking me, how do you fix this? So let's talk about the anatomy of your clutch here. Okay, so here's your main rod. You know, it's basically a threaded rod, and you have a wing bolt. You know, the wing bolt will allow you to tighten this on the rod at whatever height that you want it to be at. These two nuts here are locking nuts. They basically serve as a spacer for your cymbal. I'll show you how that works in a second. Now, these two are always on top of the cymbal. Put a piece of felt on there, because again, you don't want your cymbal touching metal parts. And what we're going to do is put our cymbal on. Okay, now let's look at the underside. Put a piece of felt on there, and then you get this next nut and put it on. Now this nut is designed so that it turns and then it has a stopping point. It's a locking nut. It stops so that you can't tighten this anymore. So let's talk about the whole spacer deal. Right now the cymbal's pretty jiggly on this clutch. Well, what I can do is I can adjust the spacing here, and then I can lock it into place with this part so that now it doesn't jiggle quite as much. Let's make it even a little tighter. Okay, so now it doesn't jiggle quite so much. Put it on the rod. Right now it's loose, not doing anything. You can raise it up, tighten it to play your hi-hat open. Now here's where this is important. When you step on your hi-hat pedal, it makes the cymbals open and close. Now right now I'm creating a little bit of an air pocket because the two cymbals are very flat with each other. That's what this little little screw's for. When you tighten this screw, it makes the angle and the cymbals change. So when you press the foot pedal, now you have more of a chick instead of an air pop. So that's the chick. Let's loosen this. So now with that, I have a little less of a chick and more of an air pop sound. And so you can change it according to how you like it. You can change the height according to how you like it. And sometimes what I'll do is, I was talking about this rod coming loose a lot. Sometimes what I'll even do is I'll loosen this and I'll turn it by hand, or you can tighten it here and then turn it with your clutch to make sure it's tight. And that's how you put your cymbals on your cymbal stands and your hi-hats on your hi-hat stand. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I'll be happy to answer them or make another video. Thanks.